everyone, it's Aisha aka Lesh here from the lifestyle blog LivingLesh.com, where I bring you fashion, beauty, travel, motherhood, and everything in between, and where I share tips on how to live your luxurious lifestyle while staying on a budget. So whether you are splurging on a brand name product or you want to get that luxe look while still not breaking the bank, I'm sharing all those tips and in between. So today I'm here with a segment that I am loving lately, and it's called What's New to My Makeup Bag. So this one is a little special because the brand is not new to my makeup bag, but some of the products are new to my makeup bag, and I want to share them with you today. So on this segment of What's New to My Makeup Bag, I am talking about the brand Laura Mercier. Now, this brand is not new to my makeup bag, but some of the products are, like I just said. So I have used Laura Mercier as my primer for years. There's the tinted moisturizer that I use, as well as the primer that has been doing wonders to prime my skin, and I absolutely love it. But some of the products I recently received that I've added to my makeup bag that I am adoring and loving, and they've been doing great with my skin as well as my complexion. I'm able to integrate them into my daily looks. Before we get into the makeup itself, I also want to talk about the products that I received that I'm adding to my skincare collection. So the first product is the Soothing Eye Makeup Remover. As many of us know, when you put on your eyeliner as well as the waterproof mascara, when you go to wash your face, you are dripping with black darkness underneath, or it's just being stubborn and not coming off. And the next day you wake up with these sunken looking eyes and you're like, what happened? And it's basically just your makeup that didn't come off. So the Laura Mercier Soothing Eye Makeup Remover is one that does great work. What I actually do is I take my makeup wipe and I actually wipe off my face, the rest of the makeup, and then I take this with a cotton swab and I put a little bit on there and actually wipe around my eyes. And after a few wipes, it does take it off. So it is doing what it's saying it's doing. I don't have to use a lot. I make sure to shake it up first and make sure all of the product is getting blended around. But this has been doing great work to removing the eye makeup that is left after doing my initial wipe. I have tried it where I use this before doing my makeup wipe, so it's also taking off the rest of the eye makeup and makeup around it. So it does take it off, but I feel like from using the makeup wipe first, the makeup remover wipe first, and then using this, I get better results than trying this first. But it's just wiping off, and then I end up having to use this afterwards. So just kind of doing that first wipe is the best way to go about it. Another skincare product from Laura Mercier is the Nourishing Rose Oil. Like any oil that you may get for your skincare, you want to put it on after your toner and before your moisturizer. So I usually use this. I do my cleanser, my toner. I put like 2 to 3 drops onto my skin. And how I do it is I take the little squeegee, open it up, make sure my squeegee is filled up, and I drop one here, and on my head, let it run down, and then I blend it in. Not dropping it on my fingers. I feel like sometimes it's wasting it. I just like to drop it right on my face and blend it in. So it does feel like it is nourishing, it's hydrating. As many of you've heard, I love rose products. I feel like rose just does wonders for the skin, plus it just smells nice. So this product has been a great additive to my skincare collection. So now that we've talked about the skincare products that I've added from Laura Mercier, let's get into what I put in my makeup bag and what's been added. So first is another primer. It's the Pure Canvas Primer. So this is a new primer I've been introduced by the brand. So like I said that I've used the tinted moisturizer as well as another primer, and it usually comes in the gray longer one, so I think it's just what you're getting. So I usually get the gray one that's a little longer. The tinted moisturizer has been like my go-to, especially when I don't want to put foundation on. The tinted moisturizer, you can get it in your tone and you blend it on and it comes in. So the Pure Canvas Primer is great because it blends out like it's supposed to do. It adds a barrier, and it does give a little bit of a matte feel. So I have been adoring this. You don't have to use a lot. I think I just kind of take this, I know I do. I take this, I put a little bit of my fingers, and again, I blend it out before putting on my foundation. And again, one tip if you do not know about primer, do not put your primer on and immediately put on your foundation. put on your primer, let it sit for maybe 30 to 45 seconds to let it actually sit in, because what you can do is if your primer is not dried in and you put your foundation on, you're actually just blending, like pushing off the primer and letting your foundation go underneath, and it's not creating the barrier that you want it to. So that's just my tip on primer. Another product from Laura Mercier that I'm adding is the translucent powder. So this powder actually is not as translucent as it looks. It has a little bit of a banana color, but it does go on translucently. I've used like a trial of this before, and I think, like, you know, when I've gone to Sephora and they've done my makeup, I actually had them try this out on me because I wanted to see what the product was like, just from knowing the brand and wanting to actually try something additionally out. So it does blend in smoothly. You know, when it goes on, obviously it looks a little bit of a banana color. It has that little kind of yellowish color, but once it blends out and you get rid of it, it goes away. So, you know, some of us use banana powder to put underneath on top of our concealer, but this again is a translucent setting powder that is great. It says translucent honey, so that's why it has that color. There is like the translucent white color if you want that. This has been working for me because of my skin tones. That's why I'm loving it as much. I'm not one to use the white translucent powder, just because I feel like sometimes when it goes on, I just don't like it. I'm more like translucent powders that are tinted. You will see that in my makeup bag, period. Anytime I'm using a translucent powder, it's usually tinted. So this one has been doing, you know, great work. I've loved it. I've seen it used before, so I'm happy to be adding this to my skincare, my makeup bag as a permanent fixture with my other translucent powders and setting powders. There's also the Laura Mercier bronzer. So this is called Soleil 2. This is the matte bronzing powder. So as you can see, I haven't quite dug into this yet because I wanted all to see the branding that is on there. So of course I would take this, I would get my bronzing brush, and I would use this to kind of, you know, do a little bit of contouring or adding a little bronzer in the right places. So of course, this being a compact, you can take this with you on the go. You know, sometimes you get those products that smell a little bit too makeup-y. This actually smells great. I'm weird kind of like that when it comes to my makeup. I want it to smell good because I feel like if it smells rancid going on my face, then my face smells rancid. But it could just be me being paranoid, but you never know. So this is one that I can put in my on-the-go makeup bag and travel with, or just have it out like when I'm leaving, or, you know, keep it at home. So it's great for multiple ways to use. Another additive I'm getting is this was the Grapefruit Blush Color Infusion. So this is a deep blush. I think it'll go well with my skin tone. Again, I haven't tried this out yet. That's what this segment is about adding things. But I've used something like this color before. Again, it does smell great. So again, with me, I don't like anything rancid going on my face. But I do, again, like how it's compact. I feel like I'm going to get a lot out of this. And I'm excited to use it. I feel like there's not a lot to talk about when it comes to blush. I only really use blush on day looks and sometimes night looks. I feel like night looks I use more highlighters than blush, whereas blush I use it more during the day to get a little bit more of a warm feel. And then let's get to the lip products. I mean, I am one, if you've ever seen it, I love lipstick. So I got these two lipsticks. So this one is in a more of a brown tone. So this is called Brun Natural. So if you can see this, it is brown, it's branded. And this one is more of a mauve tone. So this one is called Mauve Merveillex. So these are Rouge Essentials. They're cream lipsticks, so I don't think they're going to mattify, but I haven't tried them out. Most cream lipsticks, I mean, you can never really tell. Some of them will matte, some of them won't. Most of them, you know, do matte nowadays. But I do love these colors. I feel like they're going to go great with my skin tone. You know, I can swatch this so you can see. Let me just get a little swatch on there of that one. And that one. So if we get a little close in there, you can see that, you know, the colors look great. I feel like the brown one is going to be more of a day look, maybe even night. I think the mauve is definitely going to be more of a night look since it's a little bit more purpley than, you know, I would prefer it to be. But this is something where if I want to use this color, it's great for blending in. So if I did a liner that is more, you know, brown or more darker red, I could probably blend that in and then blend it out and kind of make kind of a neutral look, like a natural neutral look. Then there is this, you know, it's called Barely Baby Lip. It's called Lip Glaze. So it comes on. It's a, you know, comes in this little thing. It looks like it has more pigment color than most things, but it goes on creamy. So if you can get in there, let me close this up. So if you see another swatch right there on my wrist, it is a little bit more pinkish. I'm not one for pink, but as a gloss, I kind of like that creamy color. Again, it's something I would probably put over top of a darker color. That's what I usually do with most of my glosses, is I put a dark color lipstick on that may be a little bit more matte, and I want it to actually look a little glossy, then I'll put a gloss over it. I'm not one that likes to wear a lot of gloss by itself. That's just my preference. If you're looking for gloss, I feel like this is a great little, like, you know, day color. Definitely a travel color. So if you're like going to the beach, you still want to add a little color, or you're out somewhere tropical, I think this would be super cute. But yeah, I mean, it's another great additive. I love the lip colors. And then the last thing that I'm adding is the Laura Mercier Caviar Volume. I've heard great things about this product. I saw one of the influencers I follow. If you go to the Laura Mercier Instagram and you go to, I think it's called My Laura, but it's basically a bunch of different influencers who are talking about their products and doing a takeover and a how-to. And I've seen a lot of them do the Caviar Volume mascara, and it definitely lifts, it elongates, it does great. So this is probably one of the other top products that I'm super excited to add to my makeup bag on top of the translucent powder and the skincare products. So I'm super excited to be adding these. I love the Laura Mercier brand, so I hope that you hear more about it. Again, I'm already using a lot of their products, but now being able to add more of these to my makeup bag just makes it more extensive and makes me able to make those great daily looks and, you know, keep me well stocked. So I've linked all of those products below if you're interested in grabbing any. You know, there's always sales going on. You can just grab them when you see them, you know, add them to your favorites, and when a sale comes on, it'll pop up and share it with you. So if you have any questions about the Laura Mercier brand, as well as any questions about these individual products, please leave them in the comments below and I will be sure to answer you. And if this is your first time here, or, you know, you've been to my blog or Instagram and somehow you've led here and you're just not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button below and following along with me and at LivingLesh, whether it's travel, beauty, motherhood tips, or the try on hauls I'm doing on this channel. I am always doing something fun, and I hope you all stay. But again, thank you for coming to this segment of what's new to my makeup bag. I hope to see you all again. Thanks. Bye.